Hi again. This is a reply to Sam about 2B reversals. He asked in the comments on a 2B reversal video, is there an easy way to identify them? Well, for me, the easiest way is just looking for pullbacks, and the pullback is potentially a start of a 2B reversal. So in this instance, the downtrend, you can see the similarity with the swing 1, swing 2, swing 3. Vic tells you to draw the level on there and watch for the break through that level. I prefer to make sure it's a close. I'm not sure how he specified identifying them properly, but for me it's definitely closes of candles. And that's why I should say at this point that I found 2Bs so phenomenally life changing in terms of my price action analysis, because once I saw the precision with which the price acted on these particular levels that Vic had identified, um, it just sold me on price action. And so I'm so grateful for finding the 2B reversal and studying it for the length of time that I did. But having said that, I don't trade them now per se. They're always in the back of my mind as a potential target for price, and as such, it's actually got me an extra trade today. So thanks for that, Sam, because I'd done a video on the EJ. I was long EJ yesterday twice, and I hadn't really noticed this daily chart, but because I'd been asked to do a video, I just happened to have EJ open this morning, and I happened to see this daily 2B form here with the swing 1, swing 2, swing 3, and that gave me the confidence just to grab a little 10 pip trade out of this move once it broken the daily high here. So I actually thought EJ was potentially going to pull back, as I said in the previous video, but nothing is set in stone. Price action is my god, as it were. It proved to me that I didn't need to worry about fundamental analysis, news articles. The only thing I do about news is be wary of where it is in a day, not what it is, but what's happening in terms of red news. 9:30, 9 o'clock. You're going to get price moving sideways or not doing quite what you expect it to, because they are just gathering discounted orders when they decide which way they're going to drive the price, and that's usually decided days before the news article comes out. Not exactly insider dealing, if you like, but these people know through analysing other stuff, that affects other dollar prices and so on and so forth. So news trading's out for me. Fibonacci's are no good. They're just like sticking a pin in a wall. And all the other stuff, is not relevant anymore to me. It's just 2B proved that price action is king as far as I'm concerned, and I'm happy to trade that. So back to your question, Sam. Um, if you're going to study 2Bs, which study them, but my method is, in my opinion, superior now, because it's just evolved from 2Bs, if you like, and that sort of pure clean chart price action. So if we look at this 2B here, there's a big one here I mentioned on the daily. There's also one on the H4, so which we can see clearer here, this scenario here. So we could use this H4 to enter that daily 2B, or when I was considering trading potentially this short today, not actually recognising the 2B on the higher time frame, it was just a question of throw one on here and grab a nice few pips. But back to your thing, how do we study, or how do we find 2Bs? Well, the way I do it, or the way I did it, was literally just wait for a run of candles to change colour. So you've got all red here, so you can see you've got the pullback. Now once we've got the pullback, that is swing 1 down, swing 2, so now we need a swing 3. We have to, according to Vic Sperandeo, we draw our line on the low of swing 1, and then the candle that closes through it is our new trigger bar, if you like, and then we now need a close above this candle's high, this tiny little short candle here, so we draw that on there, and as you can see we didn't get a close, so no trade. So now it's broken through, back down again through the low of this candle. We have to draw another low and treat this as a new swing 1 here, and then the candle that breaks this is your new trigger bar, if you like. That's that one there. This did actually close just below the low of that candle, and that then when we close above that we're looking to go long. So and the high of swing 1 would be really that one there, because that was the last higher low, and hence that would be the target from somewhere down here. So how do we enter that one safely? Well, we wait for the pullback. As you can see, we would expect it to pull back to the high of the resistance candle. This is a high of a swing on the lower time frames, on the 30-minute or something like that, or the 15 minutes. That candle would represent a swing with a lower high, which consequently we know when resistance is broken, it comes back and tests it, where you can clearly see it's tested it here. So we can now go down onto the lower time frame, take these two off, and analyze that the internals of this swing here, to see whether we can get do a similar thing to that what we've done on the H4, just showing you on the H4. So two vertical lines, bearing in mind we can't actually see this over here because we're just pulling back. H1. So now we just keep doing what I've done on the H4, which is keep drawing lows on the red candle till we get a green one, and once we've got the green one, then that becomes the the swing 1, that's swing 2, the green candle effectively, and any more after it, subsequent candles. That's Vic Sperandeo's trigger bar, poke bar, call it what you like. We now need to close above the high of that candle to consider going long. Well, there we closed there, but remember we've been protected of entering this trade because we've actually broken the low of that candle, so we've got a new swing 1 and we'll have a new swing 2 effectively. So so once we've broken the low of that candle, then we start to look for a new swing 1 and 2. So this will be swing 1, this is swing 2, the green candle, that's the low, that's the trigger candle. Pull this one down, that red the big thick red candle there, long red candle should I say. Once we get a close above it, then we can consider entering the trade. Well, we didn't get a close above it, but we actually broke the low of that one as well, and then created a higher low, a lower high rather, and then finally a lower low. So this now becomes the trigger bar, and in fact that was the same level as the other one anyway. So the entry would have been from this candle here, and there's a good 50 pips between that candle and that high of the original swing 1 on the H4 chart. And that is how you use you study how you can just create your 2B reversals. So you just keep moving your line as the lows, the new swing 1s, are broken, and to create swing 3. And if the up trade isn't triggered, then you just keep going down. So it protects you from entering trades too soon, and it teaches you how support and resistance actually works. It's just amazing. And then you've got your trend analysis thrown in as well. You've got a low, a high, a high, a low, a high, a high. There's a trend there that's broken a trend here. You could draw descending and ascending trend lines. You can clearly see that once the trend line has been broken, then longs were the trade of that particular time. So it just teaches you price action. 2B reversals are priceless in my opinion. 123s, I'm not going to talk about them in this particular video, and I didn't really concentrate on them because by then I'd realised that I could amalgamate the stuff I'd done on trend analysis and support and resistance with the precision of 2B reversals and focus on the stuff I'd first been taught about trend analysis with a different set of eyes, and it just sent my price action analysis into overdrive. So there you are. Thanks for watching. Have a good day.